How's it going, beeps and boops? We're going to do a quick Friday update here on the markets and a few news stories. Bitcoin's largely moving sideways right now, about 8,100, actually just below 8,200. Like I was saying the other day, we might just see kind of some sideways action between support at 8,000 and we got this 200-day moving average. We also have some resistance at 8,800, but I don't think we're even going to test up to that until we can get above this. Or as you can see, it's ascending, so eventually it will get up to that level. We're going to be looking for a break up or down, but it right now just doesn't look like it wants to yet, but it could at any time theoretically. But for now, I'm guessing we're just kind of like cool off here a little above 8,000. We'll see what the weekend holds for us. So that's all to say about that. Quick look at alts. You can see that there is some success going on. We're seeing a little bit of rise in altcoins across most of the market. Not doing too bad, especially for some of the larger ones. They're not insane. This isn't necessarily a full-on altcoin rally, but we are seeing some nice growth in a lot of the major alts right now. So keep an eye on those. Could be the beginning of something. Let's keep an eye on that. Moving on to news. First story actually has to do with the price of Bitcoin. Several months ago, an anonymous user on 4chan made a prediction about where Bitcoin's price would be going this year. I don't know if you can see this here. I'll zoom in a little bit. Basically, here's the series of predictions. There's only been a few data points so far. 5,300 in April, 9,200 in July. Supposedly, we're going to be at 16,000 by October of this year, this month. February next year, 29,000. July of next year, 56,000. November next year, 87,000. I'm sure it means 87,000. Also, it's saying it's going to be, at this point, a 1.5 trillion market cap. Bitcoin dominance will be between 40 and 46%. Okay. It's not impossible. Let's go. I just want to go to coin market cap really quick. I mean, we are seeing Bitcoin dominance slipping, and obviously this prediction is going to play out over the next year. So a dip down to like the 40% range of dominance over the next year isn't like insane or impossible by any means. It would mean there'd be quite a rally in altcoins coming at some point, though. Yeah, even just looking at the chart right now, though, I don't know. It seems like a tall order to think by the end of this month we'll be back up at 16,000. So I'm not, and it's also, this is coming from 4chan, so take everything they say with a grain of salt. But I mean, honestly, it would be, to have it happen by the end of October, I mean, we'd have to see a pretty intense rally. So let's see. I mean, it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy. People might be thinking, but it's 4chan. So keep an eye on it. I think it's an interesting prediction. It would be really cool if it played out, but I'm not that confident. Next up, really quick, just touch on how Coinbase is increasing its fees. It's basically hurting the lower tier users, people who have lower volumes on their exchange, Coinbase Pro specifically. I don't have a lot to say about this. It's unfortunate to see. From a business standpoint, it probably makes sense. I mean, they're making more money on the larger tier users to begin with, so but it's not cool to basically be, as a lower tier user myself, it's not cool to know that you're going to be getting a little bit more taken out. But also, there's other exchanges you can use. I use many exchanges myself, so feel free to check out. I'm not dissing Coinbase. Check it out, but also check out the competition. Go with what makes you feel the most comfortable. Last up, really quick, I just wanted to talk about a paralyzed man who was able to walk again with a brain-controlled exoskeleton. Now, this article goes on to explain that it's more proof of concept. It's not like he's running around like RoboCop or something. But the idea is that in time, people with actual, injuries could be able to be given abilities to walk and do everything again with machine exoskeletons or whatever. This is what we're all about here on Bot Talk, is finding new ways to have machines better, or just make our lives better for everybody. Now, obviously, as an abled adult, it's probably really selfish of me to want my own exoskeleton and be like RoboCop. But it is maybe someday, if I'm rich enough and this technology goes far enough. But yes, we should focus on people who need this first, not jerks like me who just want to be RoboCop. Still, in all seriousness, this type of technology is very intriguing to me, and I think for the sake of helping people is the first and most important use case, and we should work on it because I think it's really cool what they're doing. So yeah, well, that should about do it for me today. I know it was a short one, but I'm keeping busy, hustling. So I'll hopefully see you guys on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see, depending on how interesting the news is and what happens with Bitcoin over the weekend. But until then, stay awesome and help me build this robot revolution.